Hey folks, it's me again. As promised, I'm going to be doing a My Little Pony review. After a lot of thought, I decided to do my least favorite ponies. Scootaloo's parents. The reason I'm laid back like this and shirtless is it's spring. It's hot. Okay, deal with it. I have the fan running in the background. So yeah. Anyway, it takes a lot, and I mean a lot, to get on my bad side. Scootaloo's parents did it within the first 7 minutes of the episode. In fact, it actually started several seasons before they even appear. The fact that Scootaloo tells Rainbow Dash in her family episode, Scootaloo never had anyone to support her. No parents to support her. She had aunts, apparently, in season 9, but that was it. She had her friends, she had Rainbow Dash, and now she has Rainbow Dash's parents. Fast forward to season 9. While most parents would likely walk in with maybe something to show off to the kids, Scootaloo's parents decide to put everyone in the building in danger by releasing a crocodile. I'm sorry, a rockodile. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. And show off how they wrangle it. Then they talk about how they read Scootaloo's letters a lot. 20 times, apparently. Don't know if that's each or all together. But yeah. Wonder if they wrote as often as Scootaloo does. Anyway, when Scootaloo asks how long are you going to be in town, they brush it off and say, oh, we'll see a lot more of each other. We'll stay the weekend so you can pack up and say your goodbyes. Because they got a new job. After saying they're the only ones who have the abilities to go all over Equestria to remote and dangerous places to track, study, and apparently capture said dangerous creatures. Yeah. That just. I'm sorry, but no. No, you can't get away with that. I'm sorry. That's bad parenting hit 1. They said they're the only ones who could do a job, and now they're saying, we got a new job that. So, someone else is getting that one. And now we're moving to Shia Lake. And they're forcing Scootaloo to change her life, while they're barely changing their own. That's a big thing I don't like about her parents. Through the entire episode, they show little concern of what Scootaloo wants. They're changing a job so they can be in one location with their daughter. That's nice. They, however, don't ask Scootaloo what she wants. They barely listen, if at all, when she tries to tell them. Instead, they brush it off like, oh, you'll still be friends. Oh, your friends can come visit. You can go to visit them. But the distance and the amount of trains that travel pretty much say you're going once a month, if at all. So, yeah, once or twice a month kind of thing. As someone who's dealt with similar family problems with parents being far away or not being able to visit very often, I'm sorry, I just don't like them. In my opinion, they're the worst parents in My Little Pony. The fact that both of them are in agreement and everything kinda makes it hard for me to like them or find anything nice about them. A lot of people could say, oh, but they changed their ways at the end of the episode. Sure, they decided to leave Scootaloo there. If we're going based off the show itself, which I would like to, that's a very redeeming quality. They earned points. But the fact that it took the entire town plus the Wonderbolts to slap them in the face with it, not to mention allies from other nations, and their family members coming over just to say, you're an idiot. Those few points they earned by saying, okay, Scootaloo, you can stay here, amounts to nothing. If they were in the US, which is where I am, the fact that they've been gone for apparently more than a month, leaving the town and other family members to take care of them. I'm sorry, but their allowed parental control would be limited at best. In other words, they'd be able to sign papers saying, yes, you can check on my daughter, you can do tests, she needs stitches, okay, here's my signature, there you go. But more realistic, they wouldn't have any say in her life. If anything, her aunts would. Actually, by the episode, season 9, Rainbow's parents could have easily adopted her. Which means Scootaloo's parents would have nothing. No say in her life at all. Why? By order of the princess. Which one? Doesn't matter. Twilight Sparkle is a princess of friendship. What's one of the most important friendships? According to the Elements of Harmony, aka the cutie map, family! Family is super important. Yeah, if Twilight Sparkle didn't have the control, okay. Rainbow Dash as element of loyalty and a Wonderbolt, spoilers, she could easily be like, hey Spike, send a letter to the princess, ask her if my parents can adopt Scootaloo. Reason? Her parents haven't had any physical interactions with their daughter for X amount of time, which would likely be more than a month or two. 9 seasons. If we go based off what we see in the different episodes, that's at least 9 years. The fact that Scootaloo is in what I would guess is grade school or middle school in the show, that could be anywhere from 9 to 15 years. Scootaloo has been raised by the town and her aunts for more than 10 years. Think I'm joking? Unless My Little Pony goes and has a longer calendar than America or most other places, which is 12 months. Yeah. At least 9 years of Scootaloo being raised by the town. Her parents coming over maybe once or twice a year. Based off what her parents say, because they're like, oh, we wanted to come sooner, but we just kept finding more and more stuff. It's like, so given it takes maybe a couple weeks to track down an animal, track down a plant, or to catch said animal, and then to study. Actually, it might take a couple months to study to a year. Yep. They've been pretty much away from Scootaloo for more than 2 to 3 months at a time. And that's being nice. Extremely nice. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how long it takes to study things, but tracking, catching, preserving, and studying. I'm guessing the first two is maybe a month. Then making sure if it's a plant, it won't die on you. That's another month. Because you gotta make sure everything's correct on how you're replanting it and lighting and everything. So you're making sure you have extras just in case that one died. Making sure you're not overwatering it or underwatering it. And yeah, Scootaloo's parents are dicks. I'm sorry for the language, but they are. 2 to 3 months at a time. And that's without them saying they keep finding more stuff. Which at least doubles, if not triples that. So 2 months or maybe one or two expeditions? Sure. But they keep finding stuff, so I'm guessing, and this is being nice again, 6 months to a year. Which would make sense, seeing they also say that they've read Skulu's letters at least 20 times. And the reason they're back is Sombra's return and the description of the Tree of Harmony. I'm sorry, but if you were reading her letters as often as you claim, you should have known about the changelings, Lord Tyrek, Cozy Glow. Oh wait, spoilers. Oops. That was season 8, by the way. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah! A lot of other stuff that nearly took out Ponyville. Not to mention season 1, where an Ursa Minor ravaged the town. Let's see, the Paris Bride invasion. Yeah. Oh, the Bugbear. That was an interesting one. All this going down, and by season 9, Skulu's just like, it'll be done within an hour. A couple hours. Depending on what's going on. The fact your kid is desensitized to danger before you even show up should be a warning sign that, oh, maybe I should have stepped in sooner. Maybe I should have been around more often. Instead of, oh, isn't suddenly too dangerous for my daughter to be in this town, so we're taking her to another town. Yeah, if you want to go based off the episodes themselves, Skulu's parents are the worst. Spoiled Rich tries to manipulate and control her daughter. But backs down once her daughter stands up to her. Skulu's parents double down. I'm sorry, but how is... I'm finding a hard time seeing any redeemable qualities other than the fact that they said Skulu can stay in Ponyville. And apparently stay with her aunts. And that's after they sold the house. So they had no intentions of letting Skulu stay until the entire town, the Wonderbolts, and several others of different nations stepped in. Oh, and remember those letters that the family claimed they read? Twilight School has creatures from outside Equestria, which means the CMC have international allies of their own. Yeah. Not to mention, at least two, are royals or have close connections to the nation's leader. Most likely Yona, but Silverstream. Ocellus was chosen by Thorax, which is the changeling leader. That's at least 3. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if Skulu and her friends really wanted to, they could have asked their friends from the school to contact their parents or nation's leader. And pretty much petition or talk to the princesses to get it so Skulu can stay in Ponyville. There's a lot of possibilities that could have easily changed the entire episode. And sadly, most of them take Skulu's parents out of the picture, which is probably why they tried to do the redemption arc. But from what I've heard, season 10, which was made into a comic, threw any chance of redemption out the window. This is all hearsay on my part, because, yeah, like I said, most of my information is based off the show. I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there that's actually been lucky enough to have the comic series. But, Skulu's parents went for round 2 in convincing Skulu to stay with them. By showing her where they work and putting her in danger. By pretty much leaving her with the animals unattended. I'm sorry, but what's more dangerous? A town where there's at least 6 ponies that have the abilities to protect your daughter, or a closed encampment where the animal is free and your daughter is trapped with it. It's pretty much like going to the zoo and the caretaker lets you go into the enclosure and walks away with the door locked. And the animal you're with could be either alligator, lion, a gorilla, or any number of creature that could easily rip you in two. So, seeing I'm basing my information off the show, I already don't like them. Basing off the cartoon, based off the comic, I feel justified. I hate them. They are the worst parents in My Little Pony and should have their parental rights revoked at best. If not, thrown in jail. Hey, you know what? You don't want them thrown in jail? Fine. They lose their job. They have no right to deal with animals if they're going to put their kid in danger. So, with that information, you guys want me to look up more information from the comics? Or would you be happy with me going based off the show? Because I'll do either one. It might take me longer for the comic, but yeah, because I don't have those and can't afford them, I'm going to be basing most of my information on the show. And I hope you guys are happy with how controlled I am right now. Because, like I said, I really hate Scootaloo's parents. And it's really hard for me to stay PG with this kind of a review. So if you guys want me to rage on another episode or talk about another character or another family, let me know. If you want me to go into details of Scootaloo herself and my thoughts on her, let me know. This was my first My Little Pony review, so yeah. I might do a few other reviews or do maybe a song or two between reviews. I have not decided on that. I'm working based off my phone, so sorry for the audio or video complications. This is all done on one take. I'm not editing any of it. I do not have the technology for that. So yeah. Cannot afford that right now. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Yes, these are likely going to be short videos, about 30 minutes tops. Some of them might end up being longer, depending on what the video is about. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.